Okay, so this video is about hair fall, obviously, and of course I'm showing off my hair because I literally dealt with hair fall not once but twice. Here I've been planning to take this video for so long, and I thought why not share my journey and how I actually came across through this entire deadly phase. Okay, trust me, this is not easy, but we should hold tight. Okay, so number one, yes, I took notes of all the points I'm going to share today. These are like no bullshit. Okay, I'm going to get straight to the point, and the number one is, yes, we all know that genetics literally plays a huge role. I don't know the exact percentage the internet says, or people say 80-20, or I don't know what percentage, but I can literally say that there is there is a huge role with our hair and the other factors. Okay, so obviously, me personally have a family with healthy hair. Till my inter days and in my engineering days, everything was so fine and everything is going so good. And one day suddenly I started to see lots and lots of hair falling just from combing. Okay, I think it was in my second year of my BTech, and I started to notice that much of hair. Literally, it scared the shit out of me. And weeks passed. It's been, I think, 1 month, and then I was asking my mom, "What is this? Why this much of hair? And why am I seeing lots of hair while I comb, while I shower?" Okay, and she told me that that's nothing to worry about. Maybe it's just the old air shedding. Okay, and I too took that lightly and I just moved on. But days are passing and I can see lots of hair. It really started to stress me out. But I did not give up. Again, since this is my first time dealing with hair fall, I was so worried, and I literally cried almost every night after then. And I approached my father because I know that dads literally can solve anything, right? So I approached my father, and he was like, um, "That's why I've been telling you to eat eggs, curd, and everything. Drink lots of water, and you've never listened to me. That's why you are suffering now. Okay, better you start eating good food." And I literally hate eggs. Okay, eggs, milk, and whatever it is. So I listened to him. I ate eggs. Yeah, I ate eggs for 1 month. No, yeah, 2 months, obviously for 2 months. And I still remember those were the days while I was in my final exam, giving my final exams in my engineering second year. And I've been struggling with both of them, okay? Dealing with the exam pressure and as well as my hair fall. But somehow days passed, okay, and I haven't noticed any change. My hair has been shedding like crazy even after uh, having my egg and other things, okay. And also my mom, my father, he told me to give me few juices and all, and my mom started preparing this vegetable juice and aloe vera juice, okay, freshly cut from my home, not any packaged one, even the vegetable juice, okay. And that's when again the worst thing happened. I've got my eyesight even worse. Literally, I got spectacles in the same year. And these are just an add-ons in my life, literally for the bad reasons. Okay, I'm suffering so much. And it has been so emotionally draining for me. After seeing me going through all of this, what he told is, what he suggested is, let's go to a hospital and take some blood tests done. Okay, I found that I have vitamin D levels approximately to 8, literally digit 8. That's mg per unit or something else. I don't know the exact unit, but I'll be keeping here. So that much. The minimum range is 30, and it ranges and it goes till it ranges till 30 to 90 or something. Okay, so I am at 8, and literally that is worst. Okay, and then because vitamin D is something so associated with calcium, I started to take calcium rich foods. I started drinking milk again. Okay, milk, and I got to see, and I've got visible pimples because I'm allergic to milk and I do not like milk at all. And but still, I kept on going. Okay, even though I did not like it, I almost threw up every day, but still I did not give it up. Okay, my aunt recommended to take soy milk. Also, I had soy milk for 2 to 3 weeks. We get this carton 1 liter soy milk from Sofit or something. Okay, and I've started to do all those things for literally 6 months. Okay, for 6 months. Number one, I'm just going to sum it up. Even though you have a very good mind blowing genetics, you are still going to suffer with hair fall. Okay, that is like inevitable. I think every person in their life experiences this, okay, at one point or the other. Okay, so to sum it up, yes, genetics really does play a role, and it has just because you have a very good genetics doesn't mean that, or doesn't promise that you wouldn't face hair fall in your life ever. Okay, so that's just a myth, and do not worry. Okay, and the second one, of course, do not panic. Do not panic if you see lots and lots of hair falling literally everywhere. You can see that in your bathroom, on your bed. But for me personally, I haven't shed that much of it. Like if I go to sleep and nothing's there on my pillow, because I always braid my hair, but people say they do find lots of hair that gets shredded and it falls literally on their pillows. And thank God I did not see that kind of thing. Of course it is falling internally, but I braided it up so hard that there's no way out for hair to move here and there, and that really saved me. So just stop panicking. Okay, you are going to go through this, trust me. You have your family, you have your peers, you have your friends. Okay, everyone goes through this shit, really, trust me. Okay, just for your sake, I'm going to just for positivity, I'm going to put my genetics hair and time where I've been losing my hair. Especially I've got bald patches, and literally many of them. Okay, androgenic alopecia it is called, but I did not name anything because I know I've been not diagnosed with any diseases or anything. Okay, so I've just kept that faith, and I've started to show up every day and eat those hard foods. I call them ghost hard monster foods. I do not like them, really, trust me. Okay, so yeah, do not panic. And the next thing is that if you find anything that's been messing with your body, you just think that it is not decaying you, or it is not um, failing you. Okay, these signs are just, they are telling you something, they are communicating with you. Okay, the internally there is something telling you, okay, to take care of your body. Okay, literally, for example, if you get these white marks on nails, they say you have some calcium. Okay, do not panic and just look it up what it says. Okay, if is that really associated with that, just do not dive into any conclusions. Just talk to your doctor, or go to a local doctor nearby and just get your clarification done. In this age especially, we immediately go to ChatGPT and ask for this and that, but trust me, really, ChatGPT helps, but do not dive into any conclusion. There's nothing to panic. After all, it is a hair. You're going to gain it back. If it is in your genes, you are going to get it back. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And also, whenever you get these things, okay, you see hair fall, or you or something else happens, or you get dizziness, okay, or you get your periods late, or there's some irregular things happening to your body, which are not very often, they are very rare. Sit down, okay, and then the next thing you do is do a complete body checkup, or take those blood tests done. Okay, trust me, that really tells what is actually wrong with your body. Not wrong, what is that imbalance, the reason behind those imbalances. Okay, that's just nature. Okay, we are not perfect, like, right? Not not everyone, it is functioning, okay? Maybe there isn't enough rest to your body, or something out of control. It just went above the meter, okay? There's nothing to worry, trust me, everything is going to be fine, okay? But do those blood tests done and do not panic. So that is the number two. And number three, sorry, I'm going to talk about is, yeah, after your blood tests done. For me personally, I've got my blood test done for the first time, and we can categorize this into two types, okay? Majorly two types, I'm telling you. I'm no doctor or not a physician, but with my personal experience and people around me, I've observed them. Okay, I can sum it up to two. Okay, classifying them like deficiency hair fall and stress hair fall, okay? Of course they are interlinked, but still we can differentiate them, okay? So the first time I experienced my hair fall was completely based on deficiency. I've been deficient in vitamin D and iron too, okay? So I started taking the pills. So if people literally, you go to the single digit in vitamin D, people, doctors generally recommend you to take vitamin D shots for that, to boost it up or to spike it up, that vitamin D levels instantly, okay? Because literally single digit is like an alarming state, okay? You get vitamin D deficiency, B12, iron, okay? These are the major deficiencies that you get if you are dealing with hair fall, okay? So get these blood tests done, these are very important, okay? So these are the deficiencies, and you need to start taking supplements, or take the advice of your doctor, and you start using it. I'll mention which vitamin D tablets my doctor recommended. I'll be putting here. So I've used that for, he recommended me for 3 months, okay? For 3 months, and I've took, and the digit 8 went straight up to 77, okay? And also I've done my blood tests again after 4 months, okay? It is very, very appreciated if you take that after using a proper supplement or a proper diet, okay? Just for you to gain that confidence, and just for you to know that you are going somewhere else. Do not stop taking another test until you are very sure that, okay, that has been rectified in your body and it got to the proper, to the normal level, okay? Just like usual. So get your second blood test done after your medications and after your diet, as suggested by your doctor, okay? So that is for the deficiency part. And of course, if you have deficiencies, obviously hair fall and the other things. And the second thing is that stress, yeah. So this, here comes the story part, okay? So again, my personal story. In the, when I was in BTech second year, I diagnosed with the first hair fall, as I already told you, and it has been quite rough and very patchy. And I thought that, okay, this is done, this is done for good, and I've got my lessons, that, and I should be taking care of hair, and I shouldn't take it granted just because I'm very good, I have very good genetics. But that doesn't but that didn't happen, and it didn't stop there. I've been diagnosed, or diagnosis is a very, very big word, okay? My hair started to fall again in the year 2025. Yes, this is 2026, and last year 2025 I've been suffering with hair fall again, okay? So in 2025, yeah, I've just, it got, my hair fall is back again, but this time it is not all of a sudden. It was slowly building up, okay? It was slowly building up. Sometimes it's so huge, and sometimes it is negligible, sometimes it is medium. I've got stressed again, but I thought this time it is about deficiency too, okay? And then I got my blood test done, and I did not see any deficiencies. Vitamin D is good, B12 is in the border. It is almost, it is around 211. That's the starting range for B11, and it B12, sorry, B12. And from 212 it goes up to 950 or something, and that's the maximum range, and minimum range is 211. So I'm exactly at 211 points. And that really, but the report showed okay and good, everything is good. So I did not have a good glimpse of that, okay? And then I was wondering, then why am I having this hair fall? Okay, I took these reports and went to my doctor again, to my local doctor, and he told me that your B12 is in the borderline. It is literally begging for you to take some action towards it. And also, he told me that I can see some chronic stress. Okay, because of B12, if B12 levels are very low, you get fatigues. Okay, you get tiredness, your brain most often it goes into foggy state, you'll be very lazy, lethargic, and you have no motivation to do anything, or almost zero motivation to do anything, and you'll be all upset, you'll be tired. So because of this tiredness and internal thing, and especially 2025 is really a huge precious year for me to work on myself. And um, that year I thought it shouldn't go to waste, so I was working really hard for my dreams and to my goals. So literally that year is completely packed with all of my working. But in that, maybe I've completely neglected my health again. Okay, so I've been constantly sleeping late at night, or waking up lately. Entire my body schedule, my body, my sleep schedule got messed up. My body clock is all messed up. My periods were irregular, yeah, which never happened, by the way, in my entire life. And the duration of my periods also got shortened, which really alarmed me more, even more. So I told my doctor all these signs, and literally he told me that I have chronic stress. So because of my hair fall, I've been stressing out more. Because of these all these irregular sleep schedules and all, I've been neglecting my health, and because of that, more and more stress is getting accumulated. And also, he asked me if I overthink. Yeah, of course I do. The only thing I do is overthink, literally overthink. So I told him, yes, if I think something, from that thought, that it goes to somewhere else, that thought goes to somewhere else. Okay, it is like a chain reaction happens, like no connection also. Not just about things, about people, okay, about relationships, about family, about my career, about my relation, about everything I overthink. So he told me that for you to deal with chronic stress, that's actually a very big word I've heard. I did not know that that's a word actually. I know only stress, chronic stress. I did not know that. So he told me that your nervous system has to cool down, and it is constantly working, and it is constantly going over the load for you almost every day, and you have to get it to control. And he recommended me something else, which I'm going to share in a moment. So yeah, so deficiency and stress really, bros, these are the culprits of hair fall. So number 4, yeah, now I'm going to speak about my external and internal diet. So first things first, internally, when I diagnosed with my first hair fall, back 4 or 5 years back, supplements also, vitamin D supplements, and B12 I did not take, I remember, only vitamin D and iron tablets I've been taking. And also my mom used to make this freshly made vegetable juice that has beetroot, carrot, amla, ginger. Just mention all the ingredients here or in the description, so you just go and check it out. I used to have that drink literally almost like every day for 4 months. I continued drinking that drink. Okay, that juice. Sorry. Okay, that juice. And also, I've been drinking amla aloe vera, if I'm not wrong. Empty stomach, I used to drink this vegetable juice, and immediately after my breakfast, while I go to my classes, my mom used to pack this um, amla aloe vera juice for me to drink at the time of 10 or somewhere like that. So I used to drink. When it was a holiday, I used to skip amla aloe vera and only focus on vegetable juice. So that was what I was having for the juice and the homemade thing. And also I've started to consume fruit. I always used to love fruits, especially papaya and pomegranate, but I discontinued it due to my lots of work and studies. Okay, so and also I stopped eating junk. I did not stop it, I controlled it. Taking the supplements, parallelly with the supplements, I started drinking lots of water. Yeah, I never used to drink water. Even now, I have always I have a water bottle beside me. Every day I drink at least 3 water bottles. That's a liter water bottle. So I make sure that I drink 3 liters of water every day. Because of my school, because of my college, and because of my classes, I was never concerned about drinking water because I never felt that urge to drink more water because it is always hydrating in my mouth. So yeah. And coming to my external light, I think this part literally everyone wants to and likes to hear. Many trial and errors, and I've got to know what was working with me. So these things I literally still use till date are, oh, just a minute. This is rosemary water I use. Just diffuse few rosemary leaves, okay, into boiling water and wait for 12 to 15 minutes, and you'll get a rosemary diffused water. And this I've put into a spray bottle, and I've been using it every morning on my hair and also to the ends. Okay, I think I've seen results. Lots of baby hairs really started growing. I don't know if you can see, but literally I used to have a patch over here. I'll show you later. And these are all the hairs that I've been growing. Yeah, literally so much of it. So this is rosemary water I've been using, and this is a homemade hair oil I've been using, and this is a mixture of rosemary oil, castor oil. So particularly personally castor oil I've been using this is wish care cold pressed castor oil. So I've put the 10 drops of it because this is very thick, so make sure you get the proper proportions. It shouldn't be very sticky. Okay, so castor oil, rosemary oil, and if you have vitamin A capsules it is good, but I've skipped that because I'm not having, I did not try any time in so I've just put those two and I'm using this every day. So oiling is a must, I should say. Oiling, I've been oiling like crazy. My grandma used to oil. When she oils, I can literally see those oil drops falling. But I don't recommend that much of hair oiling. But at least you oil your ends properly for a good 5 minutes. Okay, you oil your hair at the ends and do not skip oiling. So I'll just tell you a routine what I follow. In the morning, after I wake up and after all my routine, I spray this water, rosemary water, on my scalp. I take sections of it. I take entire sections of my hair, I spray it, and then I just slightly rub it with my fingers. Do not use nails. You should be very gentle. Trust me, you should be very gentle because already your scalp is very sensitive to all the things that are happening, all the ghostly things that are happening. So be careful, treat your hair and scalp just like a baby for few months, and it will start showing and it will start growing fruits for you. Okay, so just bear with it. Be very sensitive with your scalp, and I've been, so use that, let it dry. Just open your hair and let it dry. Do not go into sun because at the time of after 10-11 this it will be very harsh, and that can literally cause split ends. So just stay indoors, try to dry it off, okay, naturally. Maybe for my hair, for my density hair, it takes around 1 hour to dry. Okay, and then oiling, I oil my ends, or till here, till this part. I oil my entire hair. Just a minute. Okay, I oil I oil my entire hair from this part, or like it is like 1/4 of my hair. I oil this part, all that part, every night. Every night, just few drops. It shouldn't be like so oily, and it shouldn't be like oil dripping thing. Okay, just take few drops. Okay, I'll just show you. Wait. Um, Wait a minute. It's like, can you? It will like almost just on your palms, just on your palms. And if this is it, I just do it like this. Okay, and you do everything. Okay, and you continue with all the other strands of hair too. So that's how you are supposed to do hair oiling. And whenever, of course, when you go to your when you're about to wash your hair, make sure just an hour before you completely oil your hair from the roots till I don't think the lengths are necessary, but entirely on your scalp. Make sure you coat properly and the scalp is absorbing your hair oil. Okay, only then go and wash your hair. And also washing my hair, I have an entire specific, I'll show you an entire specific video of how I wash my hair in detail. But okay, I'm going to give you what I use especially for my hair wash routine. I do not use shampoo. Yeah, this is the truth. All my friends know this, and even my entire family follows this. My grandma, who's 62, she still uses this method. We use soap nuts. Crush a handful of these soap nuts, okay, and then we boil that. We add shikakai, we add hibiscus powder, we add amla powder, and then we bring that to a boil. And every day we use that, and after boiling, we strain it off. So that liquid, what we get, it is just like your soap solution or your shampoo solution. So you just rinse it off in your hair and lather it properly. Okay, it can be a little bit rough, especially for curly hair and someone who already has frizzy hair, or someone's hair is easily prone to frizziness. I think you need to use some conditioners. I personally do not use any conditioners, and my hair is just like this. And this is my natural texture. And I've never curled or nor I've never softened my hair. So but if I comb too so much, it becomes so wavy. It is not even, you cannot even see these curls. It'll be so wavy. So but this year I'm trying to keep my hair just like this, and I want to experience my natural curls, my natural texture of the hair. So I've never used any conditioner in my life. I do not use any artificial things on my hair. Okay. I'll get back to you with a proper hair wash routine if you want. You can ask me anything regarding anything, or if you want a detailed oiling routine, I can give you that too. I'm very happy that I'll be very happy to share anything with you guys, because I know what it is to go through a hair fall, especially when you have a beautiful hair, when you used to have beautiful hair and people always uh, praise you for your hair, and you have literal fans for your hair. Because in my case I did, and I'm not boasting, but literally people love my hair, and that is when I've understood the importance of having hair on your head. So just let me, yeah, and we are left with another point for this session, point 5. Okay, so we are at the end of our video, and I want to end it with a funny little quote. Okay, so this is point number 5, and let me be myself for this point. Okay. I've been pretty serious for all the 4 points, and I don't want that now. So I've just googled up in Pinterest. I mean, I've just searched up few in Pinterest. Funny quotes on life. Life is too short to be serious all the time. So if you can't laugh at yourself, call me. I'll laugh at you. Okay. Okay, so thank you, and I love you all, and take care and be safe. Bye bye. And bye bye. Oh, and bye bye. And bye bye.